Hello friends, today in this video I'm going to discuss about sum of series. Hello friends, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to discuss about sum of series. I've got a very good response from you all, and some of you even suggested me that I should be doing some programs based on sum of series. So today we are going to start with the part 1 of sum of series. So let's start. Before starting any program, first of all what we'll do is we'll try to discuss some techniques which are related to sum of series. As you can see over here on the board, I have written down starting point, ending point and interval. So we'll be explaining about how to form this in order to frame a loop. In sum of series, sometimes we can use one loop, sometimes it is necessary to use two loops. So we'll be looking forward to that as well. There are three things that we are supposed to follow in sum of series. When you come for ending point, we are supposed to follow three things. So the first thing over here is till n. The second one is till nth term. And the third one is till a particular number. Now most of you get confused over here. Whenever we are using n and nth, some of you think n and nth term means the same. But there is a difference. That is also what we are going to discuss in this session. Now moving on to the nth term, you can see I have taken two more examples. Now over here we are going to discuss what will be the starting point, ending point and the interval. So over here I have taken two examples. If you see, the first example is the same example that I used for n, and this was the example given in the second one. So what will be the starting ending? So let's discuss that. Now whenever we have got nth term, you are not supposed to look at the sum of series. You are not supposed to look at what the series is about, what should be the starting point of the series. Directly, every time for every nth term program, the starting point, ending point and interval is going to be same. So for the first program, starting point will always be 1, ending point will always be n, and interval will always be 1. So for the second program, you see, the first program and second program is not the same. But even then, the starting, ending and interval will be same. So over here, second program also starting point will be 1. Ending point will be n and interval will be 1. Now some of you over here may be thinking, if it is same, the starting, ending and interval, how to solve the program? So for that what we will do is, we will discuss that when we are doing the programs based on nth term. So for the moment, just remember, for every nth term program, we are supposed to set starting point as 1, ending point as n, interval as 1, irrespective of whatever the sum of series is about. The last thing we are going to discuss in this part, starting, ending and interval, is till any given number. Sometimes the sum of series is given up to a particular limit, and the limit is a number. It's not n, it's not nth. Like over here I have given two examples. If you see, the ending point, you can see over here it's 19 and over here it's 100. So they are numbers. So for this type of program, what will be the starting, ending and interval? We'll just have a look. So the first example, the starting point over here is 1. So we'll write down 1 over here. And if you look at the ending point over here is 19. So we'll write down ending point is 19. And interval, if you see 1, 3, 5, so we can notice over here the numbers are getting increased by 2. So the interval over here will be 2. So this will be for the first example. Now let's check the second example. If you see, I've slightly changed the series so that you all don't assume every time the starting point has to be 1. It's not like that. So over here the starting point is 10. So starting point over here I'll write down for the second example is 10. Ending point, if you look at it, it's 100. So the ending point over here is 100. So I'll write down 100 over here. And if you look at the interval, we have 10, 20, 30. So every time the number is getting increased by 10. So the interval over here will be 10. So this is how we solve like the starting, ending and interval for any given number. So if the ending point is any given number, we are going to solve it this way. One more thing you have to keep in mind, like when I discuss about n and nth term, sometimes the variable names given may be different. It may be till a or it may be till b or something like that. So just assume it is n and do the program similarly. Three more things over here to discuss. So we'll discuss it one by one. I have taken one example, s equals to 1 plus 2 plus 3 till n, and we'll discuss the 3 points which is used in the program. The first thing, display. Now display s, that is the sum of series. The value of sum of series is stored inside the variable s. So where to display it? Some of you get very confused in this point. So the display always has to be outside the loop. Unlike pattern program where the display was inside the loop, as we were going on displaying repeatedly in pattern program, but over here in sum of series we have to display only one value. Now why do we have to display only one value? The example over here, just have a look. 1 plus 2 plus 3 plus 4 till n, it can be any number of numbers. So if you add any number of numbers, the final result is going to be only one number. So we want to display only one answer. So when you are displaying one answer, it should not be inside the loop, because loop means you repeat. Over here we don't want to repeat. So we are going to display it outside the loop. Next point. Starting point, ending point and interval we have already discussed. So how to implement this in the loop? So this is the loop used for the sum of series. So let's check. Over here I have written starting point, ending point and interval. So let's make the loop using this example. So starting point over here is 1. So I equals to 1. So we'll write down 1. Ending point over here is n. So we'll write down n. And we know n is greater, so this rule we already know. I will be less than equals to n. And interval, the value of I will increase by 1. Every time the value is getting increased by 1. So this will be I plus. So this is how we frame the loop using the starting point, ending point and interval. The third point over here that I am going to discuss is how to calculate the value of sum of series. Now first thing you have to notice, when you are calculating the sum of series, we see that we are calculating it again and again, so it's repeating. So that means we are using a loop. So we are using the loop over here, and inside the loop what we are doing is we are writing s equals to s plus. So for this program all the sign over here given is plus. So that's why I have used plus. But for some other program it may be minus, it may be multiplication and so on. So accordingly we have to use the sign, and we are adding with what? So in this program what we are doing, we are using 1, 2, 3. So actually 1, 2, 3 means I. For this particular program, it may be different for other programs. So whatever is required to be added, we add with s this way. So what is happening? The value of s is getting accumulated over here, and it's stored inside s again and again till the loop ends. So this way the sum of series is calculated. Further, when we discuss the program, it will be very clear to you how to do sum of series. As we have already discussed all the rules, we are going to start with the first program. A very basic program I have taken for sum of series, s equals to 1 plus 2 plus 3 plus 4 till n. So the value over here till n means we are going to follow the rules that we have to use for n, the starting, ending and interval. Before that, let us discuss some basic things like over here the value of n has to be taken from the user. So that's why I have used the scanner class to create an object in, so that I can take a value from the user of type integer. So that one we will store it inside n. So that value will be stored inside n. Now, in order to use scanner class, we also have to import a package Java where we have the subpackage util and a class scanner. So in order to use scanner, we are supposed to use this line as well. So till here, I think it's clear. One more thing, we are taking variable I to use it in the loop, and I have set s equals to 0. Now why I have set s equals to 0, that we will discuss a little later. So first let's take the starting point, ending point and interval and form the loop over here. First thing, the starting point over here is going to be 1. So I can write I equals to 1. Starting point is 1. Now ending point is n. So ending point, the place is over here, we have already discussed that. So over here we will write down n. And this will be I is less than equals to, because we know 1 and n is greater, so obviously I will be less than equals to n. Now looking at the interval, we have to read the pattern carefully. Now over here we see the change is 1. So every time the number is getting incremented by 1. So directly I can be used to increment I by 1, we can directly use increment operator. So this will be I plus plus. So this is how we frame the loop. Now we have to look at the pattern again and check. Now sum of series over here, what is happening is the numbers are getting added. So 1 is getting added with 2, then again 3. So what we'll do over here is we'll write down S, small letter S. Please be careful, the letters has to be small or capital throughout, because Java is a case sensitive language, also C++. So if you are following C++ also, you are supposed to use the letters as small or capital throughout. So S equals to S. Why am I writing S equals to S? Because see, the numbers whenever it's getting added, it gets stored inside S. So every time you have to add the other number with S. So S plus, now the number that is becoming 1, 2, 3, 4 and so on is the variable I, because I is inside the loop. I becomes 1, then I changes to 2, then 3. So S equals to S plus I. So this is how we frame this part of the program, the body of loop. Now I told you I discussed this part. Now whenever the program, we are running this program for the first time, the value of S, if you don't write it as 0, then there will be a garbage value. So garbage value plus anything is a garbage value. So that is an error. Now why do we have to write 0? Because the first value of I over here becomes 1. If you write anything other than 0, then 1 will be added with, suppose S value is 2. So 1 will be added with 2, that will become 3. But we want only 1. So that's why whenever we are adding, the value has to be set as 0, because 0 plus 1 is 1. So that value gets stored inside S. Now for the second time, the S value is already 1, I becomes 2. So 2 plus 1 becomes 3. So this way the addition is done. And after the loop is over, I've told you the display has to be outside the loop. So after the loop is over, we display system.out.print. Now I've seen some students have the habit of writing only S. They don't write the description. So I want you all to write the description. At least the user must know what is the program about. So in double quotes I'm writing sum of series equals to. So this thing will be displayed as it is. And plus S. S is a variable where the value of sum of series is stored. And the final display will be sum of series equals to whatever value is stored inside sum of series. Suppose the value of n is 3, then the value of S will be 1 plus 2 plus 3 is 6. So the output will be sum of series equals to 6. So this way we are supposed to do the program. Now the program over here I have written the complete program. So you can just check the program from here as well. Now for some of you having doubts like whether the program is working fine or not, for you all I have made a dry run page as well over here. Dry run means if you don't have a computer, how to run the program in a piece of paper with the help of pen or pencil. But I'm going to use the whiteboard with the black marker. So let's have a look. Now over here in dry run, we will fill up the output stream as well as the memory space. So let's do it step by step. So we will run the program and we'll try to check from this point where the loop is starting. Now before that, the value of S is set as 0. So S I'm writing it down as 0 and N is the value that the user will give. So over here we have to assume. Let us assume the value of N to be 5. Suppose the user gave 5 over here. So that thing we will assume. Now let's see how the program works. Now the value of I equals to 1. So we write 1 over here. So after that we check the condition and we know the value of N is 5. So the statement over here 1 is less than equals to 5 becomes true. True means you go inside the loop. Now inside the loop we have S equals to S plus I. So S equals to S means 0. 0 plus I means 1. So 0 plus 1 equals to 1. So the new value of S will become 1. After that the bracket is closing. We go back to the increment operator. So I, the value of I over here increments by 1. So I was 1, it will now become 2. Again the condition will be checked. 2 is less than equals to 5. So again the condition is true. True means we go in the body of loop again. Now S equals to S plus I. So we have to add 1 plus 2. So this will become 3. Again the same thing. Now see, loop means to repeat again and again. So again it will go over here, the value of I becomes 3. Again the condition is checked. 3 is less than equals to N. So again the condition becomes true because the value of N is 5. So true means again you are going inside. So S equals to S plus, so 3 plus 3. So new value of S will become 6. Again the same thing you are repeating. Value of I now becomes 4. Now 4 is less than equals to 5. Again true. Go down. S equals to S plus I. So 6 plus 4. Now the value of s becomes 10. I hope you are following over here. If you can't follow it, you can just pause the video and just check, and again you can start and again you can pause, so you can do that. Now the value of I again increments by 1. Now the value of I becomes 5. Now 5 is less than equals to 5. Again true, because we have got equals to sign. So 5 is equal to 5. So that is true again. So now s equals to s plus I. So s is 10, I is 5. So 10 plus 5 is 15. Now again the value of I increases, value of I becomes 6. Now over here 6 is less than equals to 5. Now the condition over here becomes false. And as you all already know, if the condition of for loop is false, we come out of the loop. After you come out of the loop, what do we have? We have a output operator, system.out.print. So it will display sum of series equals as it is, because it is given in double quotes. So in the output screen we have to write down sum of series. Now we have to write this as it is written over here inside the double quotes. Then the variable and the message is separated by a plus operator. Now plus s. So what is the final value stored inside s? The final value stored inside s is 15. So it will be written as sum of series equals to 15. Now if you want to check this, we can check that, like if the value of n is 5, so it has to add 1 plus 2 plus 3 plus 4 plus 5. If you add 1 plus 2 is 3, 3 plus 3 is 6, 6 plus 4 is 10, 10 plus 5 is 15. So we got the correct output. So if you are having any doubt regarding the program, you can use the technique of dry run, output and memory space in your exam as well as whenever you are doing the practice. So this way you know that the program is perfectly correct. Okay. Thank you guys for watching my video. I hope you liked it. If you have any doubts, queries regarding anything, please mention it in the comment section given below, and I'll get back to you. Now I'll be coming back with the part 2 of sum of series very soon. So in that part 2, what we are going to do is we are going to discuss about sum of series programs based on n, when the ending point is n. So we are going to do many more programs where the ending point is n. So till then, stay tuned, stay safe, stay at home. Thank you guys for watching my video. If you like my video, please hit the like button, and don't forget to subscribe my channel, Accidental Teacher. Now for any reason, if you have to go outside, please don't forget to put this on.